Hey girls, so y'all, it is, what time is it? It's like almost 11 p.m. I'm just picking the camera up. I had to do some work behind the scenes, including this gorgeous wig. I hope you guys like it because this will be a part of the bombshell wig sale as soon as the company approves the video or whatever. I'm just waiting for them to do the approval, making sure I don't have to do any changes or whatever. If I don't have to change anything, this wig is absolutely going to be a part of the sale. I know y'all are like, okay, so when is this sale? Girl, it's coming. Y'all, I be having some other things going on behind the scenes. But anyway, so we are in my favorite place. Y'all, I love my closet so much and it smells so fresh and so good and just like so girly in here. This closet, it makes me so happy when I come in here and I just look through everything. I don't know, I don't know why, but I get really happy when I'm in here. But anyway, y'all, so I was on TikTok. I need to wipe these shoes off. I was on TikTok. In fact, you know what? Hold on. So I was on TikTok and it was this young lady on there, a content creator, and she was I don't know if she did a full story time about she had moved to another city for a guy or whatever, and it was so many people with negative things to say, um you know, about her moving. Now guys, this young lady, she's young, she's in her, I think like in her mid-20s or whatever. She's really young. And then I was looking at all of the people that were just like making comments, saying negative things. And I was like, damn, I know y'all done made some bad decisions. We've all made bad decisions. You know, when we were younger, especially in your 20s, guys, in your 20s, that's when you're supposed to make the really bad decisions, you know? Like, I think I learned early on because I had two older sisters, and I would just see the mistakes that they would make. But guys, I made some bad decisions. I think one of the worst, girl, one of the worst decisions that I made. Now, to me, this was bad. Y'all, I wasn't even 17 years old yet. And I had gotten my first job. And I had met this little dude or whatever. And I had liked him. But anyway, y'all, I put some shoes on layaway for him, girl. And to make matters worse, not only did I put the shoes on layaway for him, I used to take him to visit his shoes every Friday. I would take this fool to visit his shoes. So anyway, we ended up getting into it about something or whatever, and we broke up. And baby, I went and I took them damn shoes off of layaway. So when he went back to visit his shoes, because I guess he thought if we broke up, the shoes was gonna stay there. Baby, that fool went back to visit them shoes, and girl, the manager was like, "Oh no, she put that layaway back." But you know what? After that, I just, I think some kind of way I ended up slipping up and telling my mama, girl, baby, when I tell you my mama called everybody, y'all, my mama called Meshach, the Bendy Goat, Cognac. She called everybody in the family.
Girl, who you with? Because I got something to tell you.
She was like, girl, guess what Shelly did? Because y'all, if you guys don't know, Shelly is my nickname in my family. Guess what Shelly did, girl? Shelly then went down to the thing and put some shoes on layaway. I was just like, oh my God. So after she told everyone that I put the shoes on layaway for this little old boy, it was like a family conference call, girl. So she told my grandmother. Y'all, my grandmother chewed me up so bad.
Go to hell with your dumb flat ass. Go to hell.
Girl, my grandmother was like, you don't never put a pair of shoes on layaway for a man. And then, of course, my mama chimes in. And she was just like, yeah. Because when you put the shoes on layaway, they're going to walk right out of your life. Girl, y'all, it was literally like a damn Tyler Perry play. It was awful. And it's just like, from there, like, I never did anything like that for a guy again. You know, like I just, it's like you learn early on, and with like the type of family I come from. First of all, I come from a predominantly woman dominated family, so there are more women in my family than men. In fact, girl, I think we only got about 4 men in the family. Let me see, one, two, yeah, 4 guys. After that, I just never bought a guy anything. I never bought a guy like shoes or anything like that. Now, don't get me wrong, like being in a relationship, I would do like nice stuff for my partner, you know, surprises or whatever, but we were literally in a relationship. Now, don't get me wrong, I mean, I still made little mistakes and stuff as time progressed. Like this one guy, y'all, we wasn't even in a relationship, girl, and he used to be coming over my house and stuff. And girl, I used to just be like buying, buying, like I found out like his favorite beer, his favorite food. And girl, I used to have my refrigerator stocked up with all of the stuff that this fool liked or whatever. And then over time, I just turned into a gangster. I went from Betty Crocker to Al Capone. Hello to my little friend. So he could tell I was changing, because like after a while when he would come over there, I wouldn't even ask him if he wanted nothing to drink. I really didn't care. The only question I would ask him, I would be like, so what you about to do? That's what I would say when I was ready for him to leave. So I will be very honest with you. I learned at a relatively early age, kind of, oh, shoots. Girl, look at this raggedy, this raggedy rag. But anyway, I learned at a relatively early age to be smart when it came to guys. But I still made mistakes along the way, like staying too long. Nobody talks about that, Nobody talks about sometimes you don't have to buy a guy things. Sometimes you don't have to move. Staying too long sometimes is like the dumbest thing you can do. And I don't want to call it dumb, because it's like you have to make these mistakes in order to grow and be wise. You can't just, now a smart person, like I felt like I was pretty smart or whatever, but a smart person, they'll make all of their mistakes through by learning. Well, no, let me see, how am I trying to say this? Someone that's really smart will watch other people and learn from their mistakes. But I did that. I did learn from my oldest sisters, and I didn't make the mistakes that they made because I would just watch and observe. But again, I still made mistakes, and you better make all the mistakes. I just feel like in your 20s, you better make all the mistakes, because what you don't want to do, y'all, the worst thing is to be running around here in your 40s, your 30s, or mid to late 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. Girl, still chasing after a man, doing dumb stuff, co-signing, letting them use your credit, getting an apartment in your name for him, going to pick him and his grandmother up, running them down to the food town. Like, you do not want to be in those stages. Like, to me, I think after you turn 35, that's to me, after 35 is when you are really starting to come into your really, really boss era. You're still gonna make mistakes like after 35 or whatever you are, but they're not gonna be as, I guess, detrimental. But I think if you make all the mistakes in your 20s, you learn, and then you don't ever do it again. But I think to watch someone admit that they made a choice, they moved to a city for men, and I think anyway, okay, let me finish my thought. To listen to someone tell their story and to judge them is ridiculous, because you, maybe the person listening to that story hasn't experienced that. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, this is the internet, and I think sometimes as influencers and content creators, we want to connect with our audience, and you want to share with them so they can learn through your experiences. But you don't expect you just don't expect the backlash, if you will, that's going to come with that or whatever. And so it's like you find yourself trying to be careful about what you share. I think my advice to anybody, any of my fellow bombshells out there that are content creators, this is what I do. If I want to share something, I make 100% sure that I have already found a resolution. It is a solid resolution, and I've already pinpointed what the problem was, and I'm already healed from it, and I can talk about it. So if I'm telling you about a time when I was 15, 16 years old, put some shoes in layaway for somebody, trust me, I'm well beyond that. And I just kind of think like sometimes you have to be strategic in the things that you share, because good, bad, or indifferent, I don't care who you are and how you are. I don't care if you come down to your channel and you knit sweaters and mittens for kittens. You are going to be judged, and it is just unfortunate. But anyway, I just say all of that to say we've all made terrible mistakes when it comes to men. Everybody, at least, well, everyone has made mistakes. And if you are 35 or older and you've never made a mistake when it comes to men, congratulations, you are indeed, my dear, a rare breed. Hey girls, y'all. So I had to come downstairs, and I had a package. Y'all, look, this is like the magic formula. So this is that mist conditioning spray that I was having like a really, really hard time finding. Girl, bought it off of eBay, and I got 3 bottles like this for $21. So yeah, I wanted to show y'all that. But I came down here because, let me see if I can bring this closer. I had cabin fever a little bit, girl, so I wanted to kind of just get out of the apartment. I need to go run some errands. I need to go and get some bleach and just some little stuff like that or whatever. So I just wanted to come and check in with you girls. But I'm probably going to give y'all a call when I get in the car. I think I'm gonna give Jimmy John's a try again. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to a different location. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It was pretty good, like the with the olives or whatever. So I added olives to it, and it was pretty good or whatever. So I'm trying to think of what else. Y'all, I might go look around at some stores. See, I'm gonna tell you this. Baby, I be trying to stay out of the stores. Like, one thing about me, I'm very, very disciplined or whatever. And from time to time, I will go look in stores just to kind of see what they have. But, I don't know. I don't know if I feel like doing that or whatever. But I do know I don't feel like going home. Like, you ever get, and this is to all my introverted bombshells, like this is so crazy, but do y'all ever get tired of being home but you still don't want to talk to nobody? I'm just in this that's where I am with it, y'all. I am a true introvert to my heart. And then there is like the biggest misconception about introverts, like girl, like, wait a minute, y'all. This food is halfway in the middle of the street. Let me pull. Y'all, baby, this Houston driving. But anyway, I just feel like there's this big misconception behind introverts. Like, they're shy. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm shy and I clam up when people talk to me, because I don't. I just don't like being in like situations and big crowds of people and stuff like that. And I don't, you know what I'm saying, like having to like network with a big group of people is kind of when I clam up, because I'm in this huge room full of strangers and stuff. But like, if I was asked to go to like a speaking event, I could do that because I will be prepared for it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not like I'm extroverted when I have to be, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I would just kind of prefer to like spend time by myself, you know, like for the most part. And it's like sometimes I do get cabin fever, but never do I don't get it to where I feel lonely and I want to like go hang out with people. I get it where I just don't want to be home, but I want to be out amongst people but alone. Does that make sense? I'm speaking introvert right now. I am fluent in the language. So if you speak introvert, can you please translate in the comment section for the extroverts? But I do. Oh, girl, y'all, I would love to be an extrovert for 1 week. Oh my God, y'all, that would probably be so much fun. Or maybe, but I don't know. I just think about my social, like, so okay. So how extroverts? How do y'all do it? Like, how do you guys like always go out? Like, how do you recharge your social battery? Do you recharge your social battery by going out and talking to people? Like, what? It's like y'all will get up and get dressed and just leave the house. Y'all will look for any excuse to leave the house, and I look for an excuse to not leave the house. You know what I'm saying? So what keeps y'all going? I've always wanted to know that, like, what is it that keeps extroverts going? I hope I've been saying extroverts this whole time. But I would love to know that. I mean, because there are some people, they're always on the go. It's like, oh, I'm about to go here. I'm finna go here. Oh, I have this event to go to. I'm going to this concert. I'm going here. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm going here. And I'm just like, oh my God, I would be so overwhelmed. I really would. Like, I would really need time to prepare. Like, I'm not the kind of person you could call and be like, tomorrow we're going to see. I'm like, girl, I need time to get my mind straight. But anyway, I just thought that I should have went to Big Lots first, but that's okay. Anyway, okay, I just wanted to kind of just run that by y'all, by the extroverts, because it just feels like when you girlies, y'all be in the comment section, mostly everyone that chimes in on certain subjects be like, I'm an introvert, I like spending time by myself, da 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 da. So I would like to hear from the extroverts. But anyway, girls, y'all, let me run to Aldi real quick, and then I'll pick you guys, or I'll give you guys a call back when I decide what we're gonna do next. All right, girls, y'all, I've been literally sitting here talking for like 2 minutes and the camera was not recording. But anyway, what I was saying was, baby, cabin fever ran me out the house, but that heat ran me back in the house. And so it was so freaking hot out there. I ran the errands, and y'all, I just came straight home. I did briefly stop by the Goodwill, but unfortunately, y'all, the Goodwills, they prices, you might as well shop at Ross. The way them prices set up, girl, you could shop at Kohl's. The way them prices is set up down to the Goodwill. So anyway, so I've been home or whatever for a little while, just kind of relaxing and getting some things done behind the scenes. I did just finish watching Caresha Please. Caresha did a really good interview. She did talk about her relationship with Diddy, and she talked about how she knew, like, with that relationship, dinners was gonna come, vacation, shopping and stuff. But she was saying, like, she wanted, she was like, if she was gonna be aligned with a mogul, she wanted to get the game. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you're gonna be, you know, dating someone who is very affluent, very astute, very successful, and is very business savvy, you absolutely need to be getting more out the deal than just material items. You need to be getting knowledge. And so, you know, you can set yourself up for when, or if the relationship doesn't work out, you'll leave and you'll have, you know, strategy, and you'll be able to stay afloat and keep that lifestyle going, especially if you got into the relationship and you didn't have as much going for yourself as you did when you got with this person. So anyway, she was talking about that. She also talked about, like, him being abusive. She said that was not her experience of him. She didn't experience any abuse because prior she had been in abusive relationships, and she had promised herself that she would never do that again, especially having a daughter now. And you know, she said that they fell in love with each other, but initially she said that they were basically looking to benefit from each other. You know, it was a mutually beneficial relationship. And she said he would just speak positively into her, like telling her that she was a mogul and she could do more than rap. And, you know, he had spoke all those positive things into her or whatever. So she's not dealing with him anymore because she says she don't really want to be mixed up into all of that or whatever. But she spoke on the relationship, you know, with friendship, relationship, and dynamics with JT, and she was like, things aren't good, but things aren't bad, you know. And so yeah, it was a pretty good interview or whatever. And so she's still gonna have her show Caresha Please. She's also gonna come out with a second edition of her card game, and she's gonna be going on tour. So yeah, she's doing good. But I do like the fact that she took that relationship, despite the fact that he is just a piece of crap. You know, she took that relationship and used it to level up and, you know, to get a better sense of business. And, you know, she was like, she feels that, I guess the relationship with him brought her into like the era of her really being a grown woman. So that was really, really good. I remember back in the day, this was a long time ago, but I had a friend, and she would always attract like really like much older men. And these men will always be businessmen, and you know, they would take her to dinner and stuff. And I just remember telling her one day, like, that's cool that you guys are going to dinner, but don't, make sure that if you're aligning yourself with these types of men who are highly successful, make sure that you get some game from them. Make sure that you're not just there as arm candy. Pick their brain, you know, try to see how they made their money and use some of those tactics so you can come up too. But she didn't listen, and you know, she just kind of continued on that path of just going out with these older wealthy men, but never really getting anything out of the situation but some poke link and maybe a Michael Kors bag. But anyway, I just never understood that. And even with myself, like when I worked with those executives, like I would just observe them, watch how they would do stuff. I would watch how they conducted meetings. You know, when they would come into the room, like they wouldn't come in the room like shut up or nothing like that, but they would kind of come into the room, and then they knew how to like command the room without being forcefully aggressive, and you know, that type of thing or whatever. And I learned all of that just being around those types of guys in a professional sense, as well as, you know, women. But I didn't work around a lot of women, and a lot of women that I worked around, they were not in very high up positions, so I had to learn from who I had to learn from. Anyway, I say all of that to say, like, if you ever have the opportunity to be around successful people, not just men, but just people in general, use that as a stepping stone. Observe them, you know, pick their brain if you have a chance, and you know, try to take something away from that beyond just a tangible item. So yeah, but anyway, girls, so that's been my night. It's just been a relaxing night, which is good for me, you know. Tonight has definitely been relaxing. The little time that I did spend outside the house was much needed. But anyway, girls, I'm going to relax for a minute, and then I'll probably come back and hang out with y'all before I take off my fabulous wig and my makeup and call it a night. But anyway, I'll call y'all back. All right, y'all, real quick, random thought. I just thought about something that I actually learned from a CEO, guys. And I was floored when I found this out. Y'all, did you guys know that McDonald's had always had the dollar menu? However, the items were spread throughout the menu. And so a marketing genius had this idea to just compile everything in one compartment or one area of the menu. So then it makes you think that you're getting these awesome savings, but technically you're not, because the prices have been that way since 1987. So yeah, just a rocks random thoughts. Let me say this. My toxic trait is that I will literally wait all day to go to the store because I want something very specific or pacific, depending on who's listening. But yeah, so we're just gonna make a quick little dash to Kroger. It's dark. Oh my gosh, I'm distracted, girl. I'm looking at this office building literally over here, girl. They got the big screen TVs and everything. It's nice in there. But anyway, I want to do a poll. So if you guys knew that the last relationship that you had was going to be the last relationship that you would ever have, would you go back and fix that relationship? I'm sorry, wait a minute. Would you stay in that relationship, or would you choose to be single for the rest of your life? I'm gonna go head on and say I would absolutely choose to be single for the rest of my life. Being single comes with a lot of freedom. I think we've had this conversation quite a few times, but it comes with a lot of freedom. It comes with a lot of peace, you know. And even if you chose the option that said you would be single for the rest of your life, that don't mean that you won't date and get out and do things with people, you know. And you wouldn't have companionship. It just means that you just won't be in a relationship for the rest of your life. You'll be single. So anyway, I wanted to give a poll about that. And then another thing I wanted to do is see how you girls feel about these walking dates, baby. Baby, the men's is out here asking the girls to go on walking dates. So they don't want to take, you know, baby, you better get from behind me, Satan. Y'all, girl, not exactly. You, okay, see there, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry. Girl, be good until it's not. Anyway, so girl, the men's is out here trying to take people on walking dates, where basically you're not doing anything but walking. And I'm like, I wouldn't. For me, that's not acceptable for me. I've actually had a situation. It wasn't a walking date, but it was a guy that asked me out on a date. Girl, y'all, he asked me to have drinks. And so anyway, I was like, okay, because typically if a guy says, let's go have drinks, even if you end up getting something, very much something, you know, he will still, it's not a big deal, girl. So we got to the bar or whatever. I think he took me to Eddie V's. We gets to the bar, girl. And so I get ready to, I order my drink. I ordered a lemon drop. He just orders water. So it was already given. Now, y'all, mind you, this was before the pandemic, by the way. It was just giving, do you have enough money? That's what it was giving. So I ordered my lemon drop, and then, y'all, it was these two young guys. They looked like they probably played professional football, and they were both on dates. When I tell you, them little young dudes came in there, and they literally ordered one of everything off of the menu. Literally, one of everything off of the menu. I'm talking about one of every food item. Let me correct myself. It was a food item. So, girl, they sitting there and they eating like, girl, them two guys and they dates, they was eating like some, not savages, but you know, they was eating, you know. And girl, so it made me be like, damn, I want me something too. Girl, so I got ready to order, and that fool said, I invited you for drinks. Like, he was very, like, y'all, he was from New York. So he was very, like, firm, like, basically reinforcing the fact that he specifically invited me on a date for drinks. Like, don't get shit else. Don't get nothing else. And I was like, oh my God, this dude is so cheap. Now, hindsight is 2020. Looking back, I should have ordered what I wanted, paid for my shit, and left. That's what I should have did. But I didn't. Or whatever. So anyway, girl, after we, after the date, I finished my drink or whatever, he walks me to my car. And then that fool gonna talk about, can I have a kiss? I told that fool, if you have to ask, you already know what the answer is or whatever. So basically, if you gotta ask a woman for a kiss, you know good and damn well the answer is hell to the no. So that basically was that. And he and I never went out on a date again, girl. But so as far as the walking dates, no, because I've been asked to go on a walking date in the past. I've been asked to go on a meet me at the pool date, a sit outside date, go drink water down to the bar date. And I'm like, hell no, I would not go on a what I deem as a low effort date. Now, don't get me wrong, you can dress up a walking date You know what I'm saying? You could say, let's go to this museum exhibit. You could dress that up or whatever. And of course, you know, maybe throw in, I don't know, you got to throw in something, even if it's just a light bite, you know, but just to say, yeah, you better keep straight. But just to say, like, let's go on a walking date. Let's go for a walk. And that's y'all, by the way, it's y'all first date. It's y'all first date. So let me know how you would feel about going on a walk in Houston, in Houston at 1 p.m. and it's 112 degrees outside. Is that like a very perfect romantic date for you? But anyway, oh, I probably should have. You know what? I need to park over here. Have y'all ever had this Mexican style Caesar salad? If so, let me know and maybe we can try this in the next vlog. I've never seen this before, so I thought this was interesting. Now let me say this, Kroger's has like some of the best almond milk. I literally drove all the way up here for some chocolate cake. Girl, they got the aisle blocked off from the entry to the exit. All right, girls, so I'm getting ready to make, or actually I put it in the oven already, but anyway, so I'm making this Bambino pepperoni pizza. It looks like this, and they are from Trader Joe's, and this is like the size of the pizza. I'm only gonna eat one. You get 4 in a pack, and I think they're like $4. Really, really good. You don't need a lot. One is plenty. To me, one is plenty. Now, if you want to eat 2, that's fine. Okay. I did get my chocolate cake, baby. I got some honeycombs, y'all. This is my absolute favorite cereal. Ginger ale Canada Dry, my favorite drink. The best chocolate cake in the world. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to encourage you or influence you to run down to your local HEB, Kroger, whatever store is in your area and get this. But if you are a chocolate lover like I am, baby, this is so good. And I like to keep it frozen. And then I like to just, oh my God, just cut it into thin little slices. Girl, they have caught somebody else, a mayor, former mayor in Louisiana, messing with a minor. And I'm like, what is wrong with these PDF files? Because that's what we're going to call them, PDF files. But why are you 43 years old messing with a minor? I will never understand it. I think the little boy, I want to say he was 17 years old. Ma'am. And then somebody else just tried to fly out a 15-year-old girl. People are crazy. And I be feeling like, did you just not get any attention when you were that age? And so now that you're older, you're trying to relive those years. Like, what is going on? Are you using your popularity or your fame, or you know what I'm saying, notoriety, if you will, to try to get these little girls to do that? And then, do you not think she has parents? You know, I'm just kind of like, the audacity. And then he's talking about he wanted to fly her out so he could listen to more of her music. Maybe when they were growing up, you know, they were victimized, and so maybe they think that that's normal. I don't know. Get help, seek therapy, because it is disgusting. Hey girls. All right, y'all, so we're just putting on a little bit of a pick me up, some makeup. In fact, you know what, I'm actually done. I just need to go over my eyelashes real quick before I do my under eyes, before I put on my concealer. So y'all know that's the last thing that I do. So one of you dolls asked if I could do like a beginner's makeup routine, so maybe I'll do that. But y'all, I wear my makeup pretty much the same every single time. You know what I'm saying? Like, there really is no difference as to how I do my makeup. And then I use super, super simple products. I can do a beginner's makeup look. All right, so this is what my eyes look like before the concealer. And I can definitely appreciate these gold under eye pads, baby. When I tell you these under eye patches get your eyes together, they do. I like to go in, I like my under eyes to be super, super, super hydrated before I do my concealer. I'm using a little bit of this Lancome under eye serum, and I'm just gonna rub that in. If you are a concealer girly, and if you are a woman of a particular age, I strongly encourage that you always moisturize your under eyes before you add product. I'm just trying to make sure everything is kind of rubbed in there good, because we don't want any creasing. And then I'm just going to go in with my favorite concealer, which is Born This Way Too Faced Concealer. And I'm just going to lightly tap it on like this. And then I'm going to use my sponge, and this sponge is damp. And I'm just going to lightly work my way up to my waterline. I freaking love it. So this is what it's going to look like. And then I just like that really soft, fresh baby look. Y'all know how babies, they're very light up in here, like around their nose and around their mouth and also around their eyes. I just kind of like that look. Y'all probably like, oh, this girl is obsessed with babies. I absolutely, positively am. Love them. Love them so much. Okay. And then y'all know the rest. We just literally go in with a powder and we just tap the powder on like this. And the powder basically just kind of sets everything, and it takes away like that tackiness or the wetness. I don't want to say tackiness, but maybe like the moisture. Okay, I don't want to say that either. I'm just gonna say this. The powder just sets your under eyes, because your under eyes are going to be just a little bit damp from your eye mask, from the under eye cream, and from the concealer, if I'm just being really honest with you. I like the tight, compacted, dense brushes because it picks up a lot of product at once. And it gives me really, really good smooth coverage. I guess that's the way that I'll say it like that. I just like how it looks. I like this better than going under my eyes directly with my sponge and with powder. So after I do that, I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna lightly tap, just lightly. And that's it. Lightly tap with my sponge. And girl, if I wish y'all could see me, I literally wish you guys could see me in person. When I tell you, it's just such a fresh and pretty look. And then the last step, I like to go in with a big, oversized, fluffy brush onto my cheeks. And I already put some blush on earlier, so I'm just going in and just kind of spreading that out a little bit. And it just really gives you like that blown out look. And it makes your blush look like it's radiating from the inside of your body. Like, one thing that people constantly tell me when I meet people, they always talk about, oh my God, you're like, I have an inner glow. Like they always say my skin is very, very glowy. But it could have a lot to do with my makeup application. Or it could have a lot to do with my diet. So If you don't want your blush to be as pink, my advice is to go in with your blush first and then go on top of it with a bronzer. And that'll just kind of warm everything up. And then I like to go on the ball of my nose like that and just give it, a little bit of color. Going in with a little bit of highlighter. I used to put my highlighter a lot higher up. Now I literally just like to start it right here. So gorgeous and so just like subtle. I'm gonna put a little bit right here just to, like I said, balance everything out. All right, and we're gonna let that dry down. And if you want to help it dry down, like help the process out, just lightly go in and just kind of tap your face a little bit. I'm just gonna do the part around my mouth and right here, and then I'm just gonna let my face dry on its own. So my favorite lip injection, I think this is called Trophy Wife. So pretty. I don't know what I did to lose half of my eyebrow, but that's fine. And that's it. All right, y'all, we are down to the pool, but let me fix this camera. But it's just some grown shit going on today. You know what I'm saying? Not anything too crazy. The music isn't like super loud. It's just really nice and relaxed out here. We got, ooh, girl, they eating good. Okay, you know what? Never mind. We about to have a down to the girl, we about to have down to the pool, baby, big back behavior. Season 1, episode 7. So, girl, look, baby, they is down there eating. They is eating down. You hear me, girl? So it's about. Let me see. Girl, y'all, it's about 6 guys down here. Baby, when I tell you they got a smorgasbord, baby, they got pizza, hot wings, greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes, ham, chocolate cake, cupcakes, lemonade, chocolate chip cookies. Girl, they got every damn thing. And baby, I'm trying not to keep looking down. Girl, they got a big ass pack of Slits Malt Liquor Bull. Somebody got a 10-piece set of luggage. Baby, what is it? What is the fascination about coming to this pool where people bring luggage? This is like the 4th or 5th set of people that have literally brought luggage to the pool. Oh my God, baby, they got a whole John Deere cooler down here. Okay. You know what? Maybe they just moved in. Maybe they moving into the pool. Because when I tell you they got every damn thing. Okay, let me look again. Girl, they got some Domino's pizza. Some Country Time lemonade. Girl, they got some of them. Y'all know them frozen pops. The long skinny frozen pops. Girl, they got them. They call them karate pops. I think they call them karate pops because anytime you eat one, they choke the shit out of you. A football. Oh my God, girl, they got everything. So anyway, or maybe we need to name this episode, I'm gonna teach you how to stunt. Because baby, when I tell you I ain't never seen a spread like this, they stunting on all of the girls. I have never seen a spread like this down to the pool. But wait a minute, girl, what make it even more crazy, they got they shit laid out on a lawn chair. But anyway, so yeah, that's fun. But this is going to conclude this episode of Down to the Pool. I'm going to teach you how to stunt. Season 1, episode 7. But anyway, girls, it's just a very gorgeous day outside. I've been in the house all day. You guys know that. So I have been just kind of doing a little stuff around the house, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? Something slight, as the kids like to say. I'm thawing some fish out right now because I'm probably gonna make some fish and some. I'm debating on if I should do some fish and pasta or if I should do fish and rice. We'll see. But that's it. Oh, y'all, it's such a pretty day. I'm about to take a picture. I need something for the thumbnail, girls. Oh, that look ugly. That's better. Yeah, we'll do it like this. But yeah, girls, it's so pretty out here. So like nice and breezy. It's been so hot in Houston these last few days. Like nobody really wants to come outside. The heat is ridiculous. So anyway, I just wanted to check in with you girls. Girl, look, now somebody little badass kid is up on the patio jumping around. But anyway, I just wanted to check in with you girls. I'm gonna probably, like I like to do, just kind of hang out here and soak up some of this gorgeous weather, and then I'll give you guys a call back. All right, girls. Okay, so y'all, I cooked. The food was really, really good. I think adding the lemon, like the lemon juice to the fish while it's frying, really just kind of took it to the next level. So it was really, really good. So I didn't come back right away because I had to do some behind the scenes stuff for that wig that I showed earlier in the blog. So I was able to get that done. And then, of course, I had to indulge in another piece of delicious chocolate cake. I would have brought it in my closet, but I just, y'all know I start gushing anytime I get in my closet. I just love it in here so much. I just didn't want anything to happen, like, some chocolate get on some of my clothes or something. So I was like, nah, let me just chill for a minute. I ended up getting an alert, email alert from, I think Experian. Hold on, let me see. I think it was Experian. Yep, Experian. And so I had gotten a credit alert yesterday, and it said that basically one of my loans had been paid off. And I was like, okay, that's a mistake because I know that none of my loans have been paying off because I'm still paying them off. And that's student loans. That's the only loan that I have. So I'm like, okay, so I just ignored it. So that was yesterday. I get another alert today, and it says one or more of your loans have been paying off. So something tells me to just go look and see. Y'all, I actually had two student loans. I think a subsidized student loan and an unsubsidized student loan, I think. I'm gonna actually nail that statement flat and say, yes, I had two student loans, subsidized and unsubsidized, but they were split into group A and then group B. And so for me, I would just pay the loans. I wasn't worried about group A, group B. I was just paying it. Y'all, why did the loans, I can't even believe I'm about to say this. Y'all, the loans were forgiven. So guys, I don't have any student loan debt. I did not apply for a loan forgiveness program because I did not think that I qualified for a program. I had just been making the sacrifices and just paying, every month, never missed a payment, was never late on a payment. And I was just paying and just going about my merry way. And the student loans were forgiven. I'm gonna be very honest. When I got the alert yesterday, I didn't even think anything of it. And I'm gonna be very honest with you. There was just this really soft whisper within me that was like, wow, like you are actually using your degree, because my degree is in fashion merchandising and design as well as human sciences. There was that whisper, and then my voice was like, baby, I don't give a damn if I'm paying this loan for the rest of my life. I am not about to first of all, I wasn't gonna put myself in any really strenuous financial positions to make these triple, double, quadruple payments on the loan. And so I had decided yesterday, I was like, oh, I am using my degree, but if I have to pay these damn loans for the rest of my life, so be it. So anyway, today when I logged in, I saw that my loans had been forgiven, and I'm just like, well, the balance of my loans have been forgiven, and it is so grateful. You guys know, baby, one thing about me, I will get emotional in a minute, but I had just been looking at my manifestations, because I do have my things manifested and written on my bathroom mirror. So yesterday I just happened to look at it, and it just said one of the things that I'm manifesting is being debt free, and my biggest piece of debt was that student loan. And I was like thinking to myself, like, when you manifest things, what I have to tell myself is like, it's not a matter of how it's gonna happen. Like, I kept thinking like, oh my God, how is this gonna happen? Because y'all got some big goals and some big dreams, and I was like, how is this gonna happen? And then it's that other really soft voice that says like, you can't worry about how it's gonna happen, just know that it will. And so today, to log in and confirm that it says paid off. But even more importantly, all of these years, guys, I've been paying my student loans for years. The fact that I never missed a payment, I never did, even through unemployment, even through times of losing my job. And you guys know that I've been laid off because I've been in the oil and gas industry. I've been laid off a lot. Even through the feast and famine seasons of being a content creator and entrepreneur, even through these times of money just being up and down, because that's really what this looks like in this industry until you really get your feet planted and stabilize it in this content creator game. Money isn't always stable, but despite the fact that it's not, I never faltered, wavered, missed a payment. I always paid my payments on time and feel so blessed. And it just gave me that boost of energy. There's that extra, I can't even think of my words right now. I'm just trying to think of the best words. But it just gave me reassurance that I know, despite the things that I have my concerns about and despite the things that I worry about, it was just that reassurance that I know everything is going to be okay. And sometimes it doesn't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes for me, my goals and my dreams are so big. And I'm like, how am I going to do this? How? Is anybody going to come help me? Am I going to have to do this by myself? Like, seriously. Because it scares me. But you guys know that I tell you all the time, where if your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. And to wake up and I'm going to tell you guys the balance that I still owed, even after years and years and years and years of paying my student loans. Guys, they forgave $58,000. That was my balance. $58,000 was forgiven. And I am so grateful. So If there is anybody out there with these huge dreams and you don't know how you're going to accomplish them, don't even worry about it. Just keep dreaming and don't waste your dreams on small things, and manifest it. Write your manifestations down where you can see it every day. Outside of my closet, my bathroom was probably my bathroom, my closet, and my beauty room. Those are my three favorite places in the house, and I spend a lot of time in my bathroom just primping. You guys know that. So I make sure that I write things down on my bathroom mirror, and just seeing those things every single day. I do believe that it helps you really get closer to those goals. Another thing that I've gotten back into is screenshotting things and saving them in my camera roll in my phone. And so I used to do that in the past, and literally, guys, everything that I had a screenshot of that was saved in my phone, I accomplished it. And I do mean every single thing. There was not one thing that I did not accomplish. So I'm now getting back to that. And so because of that loan being forgiven, I decided that I would even like double my dreams, double the things that I dream about. So if there is anybody out there that's going through a challenging time right now, I know we're Mercury retrograde and it's been crazy. But if you are going through a time of uncertainty, or if you are going through a time where you don't know, what's going to happen next, you don't know how things are going to happen, I challenge you to, just write down your goals, and don't just close them in a journal unless you're going to rewrite your goals every day. But also try to write them where you can see them every single day. And even if it's just taking 5 minutes and standing in front of your mirror and just reading those things over and over again, I challenge you to do that, because I assure you that it can happen. We make a lot of sacrifices in life, and sometimes it just feels like, is everything I'm doing in vain? Rest assured that it's not. And if what you're doing is aligned with your passion, with your purpose, and with the dreams that God has put into your heart, you got to know that it's going to happen. But I didn't intend on ending the vlog this way. I actually had something else that I wanted to talk to you girls about, but we'll talk about that in the next vlog. I'm so grateful. Oh my gosh. So now I'm kind of like, okay, we got that out the way. What's next? But what I'm going to do, is before we close this thing out, I want to say I hope my testimony encourages you, and it motivates you, and it makes you dream big. So I just wanted to say that. And then I am also I'm actually gonna put a really funny TikTok at the end of the vlog. In fact, it was I found this particular guy on TikTok one day, and because this has been a little bit of a rough week, and it just made me laugh so hard. I had tears in my eyes. It was just such a funny TikTok. And so I was like, I told myself, I think I'm going to end my vlog with this, because I know it's someone out there that needs a pick me up and that needs a laugh or whatever. So I'll put that at the end. But anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for your love and for your patience, and for always supporting me when I show up. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
This is my grandma. Her name is Gloria. Tell her she needs to stop babying her 50-year-old son.
Hello?
Hey, when do you think you gonna stop babying Yusef? He 50 years old. Sense to you?
Who is this?
Don't worry about it, Gloria. You answer my question.
You tell me who this is.
You don't worry about who this is.
Don't worry about what's going on between me and my kids.
Next time you hang up in my face, you're gonna have more than one problem. I'm gonna come through there.
So come through where?
Come through that house like a Tomb Raider. What's funny? Word on the curb is you babying him.
That I what?
That you baby him. I sure hope you ready to see the new grandbabies.
What grandbabies?
Yeah, you finna have some grandbabies.
You tell me who this is then.
I'm not gonna give you my name right now because you messy.
Cause I'm messy. I tell you what.
What you gonna tell me?
Not call my number again. Do you hear me?
Well, you gonna see me in person tomorrow with these grandbabies.
Did you hear what I said?
I didn't hear what you said. Now, like I said, we gonna be there with them grandbabies tomorrow. Now, did you hear what I said?
Well, come on down here then.
And Will, you just be outside ready to get that wig knocked loose.
What wig? I ain't got no wig on my head.
What you gonna
I don't
need?
even wear a wig. You real funny, you know?
You know, that's what people tell me. They say next Kevin Hart.
Are you afraid to tell me what your name is?
I ain't never been scared of nobody named Gloria.
I tell you what.
What you gonna
I'll
tell
have
me?
The police here. What time you coming?
3:45.
3:45.
Yeah, I'd be around there about 3:45.
Are you sure? So I know what time to tell the police that you'll be coming.
Now I know you're not scared. I know you're not. I'm not putting fear in your heart.
You ain't putting no fear in my heart.
I got to be. Please, you shaking right now.
Do you see me shaking?
I feel you shaking.
Do you feel me shaking?
I feel the phone just moving every which way.
Why are you calling my house? I tell you what.
What you gonna tell me? Talk to me
Like
fast.
I said, don't call my number again.
Miss Gloria, I will blow this number up. You won't even be able to sleep tonight.
You won't be able to sleep at night. I know how to cut the phone off.
Oh, okay. Well, since you so big and bad like the wolf, well, have a good night. Be blessed.
Not until you tell me who this is.
My name is Matthew Johnson.
And who was that?
What you mean, who is that? That's him. Himothy. The man, the myth, the legend.
The man that lived the legend. I don't know him.
You don't got to know him. You gonna feel him.
Come on down here, and I'm gonna have the police waiting on you when you get down here.
You finna eat the phone. You finna eat the phone. Slow down.
Did you hear what I said?
I didn't hear nothing you said. You was slobbering.
I was what? Slobbering. Did you hear what I said?
I don't care what you said, heifer.
No, you didn't.
I'm so sorry.
Say what?
I'm so sorry. I don't know where that came from.
You so sorry. Oh, you is gonna be sorry.
What you doing? Where you at?